a win. In previous fights, I like to be a little more decisive than leaving it to the judges, but that's the way the fight goes. Really tough opponent in Grant Neal, stuffed me on a few really good shots, and we were just going at it. You could see it. At least you could tell that I was feeling a little bit. Hands started dropping. We were pretty tired in there. We just tried to keep it up, keep that pressure on, because I had a feeling he was feeling the same way as I, and we were just pushing enough that we were able to finish the fight and scrape by a win with decision. So.
And I know you said you wanted the finish. What do you think it was about him that you struggled to find that? Was it just the pace, like you said, that the cardio coming in there late?
It was a little bit of the pace. And I've talked a little bit about making sure my striking's up to par. I was being a little more active striking. Grant was doing a really good job countering, and so it was kind of leaving me a little bit at a standstill because every time I'd punch, chuck it wide, got a couple really nice twos off, and then tried to switch things up, tried to shoot, and he was stuffing those as well. Really good opponent in Grant, but I think that I wasn't able to finish because most of my stuff comes from getting in nice and close, and we weren't getting there without either taking a two to the face and getting pushed back or just straight up getting stuffed. There was a little moment in the second where I was able to stay on top of him. I was looking to do some GMP and maybe look to get a better position so that I could look for that jiu-jitsu I love so much. But, Grant was just doing a good job being defensive and coming right up. So.
And that right eye, I notice, is a little banged up. How's it feeling? Is it? Do you think something's broken in there? Or?
No way. He got a good hit, no doubt. But nice little squeaker just to remind me of how much fun we were having tonight. He'll be there for a week, and I don't think there's any serious damage.
Yeah. And speaking of fun, I know I see your tattoo there on your right shoulder. Is that the where you're making the beeline to after this?
I
don't know if there's one here in San Jose, but
if there is one, I'm gonna sniff it out. I got roast beef on the mind, and we're just even though we just fought and got after it, we're always hungry.
Alex over here. So you talked about how you wanted to get the wrestling early on, but earlier in the fight, it seemed like he was getting more of the takedown. So I'm wondering, when did you notice that you were going to start to be able to take him down a bit easier? Was there a moment that you realized, okay, I'm going to start to be able to implement my wrestling more?
Absolutely. My game plan's always trying to keep that pressure on, try to tire them out. Maybe this time it looked a little bit more like I was getting tired out. But again, like I said, Grant was doing a great job countering off of what I was putting down. Those takedowns, getting right off of my jab, getting right off of my cross, ducking underneath me, getting real nice blast double legs. But I think the difference between our two wrestling styles lies in, when I get on top of a guy, I'm looking to build that position. I'm looking to get on top and do some damage and go for that jiu-jitsu. Whereas, if you're going to take a guy down and hang on to his legs, I don't see how that's really furthering your game as far as fighting goes.
And at the end there, it almost looked like a pile driver that you hit on him. What was the original plan when you saw him there, and was that what you were trying to do?
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Anyone who watches freestyle wrestling would know that I did a classic. It was a classic crotch lift. I lifted. I made sure to get hips. Pile driver. That's a WWE move. You can take his head straight down. I tried to make sure that I was getting hips out, putting him on his back. I feel like instant replay. I don't know where we're at there in the interview, if you could sneak that in, but I made sure that he was landing on his back, trying to cover up on top of him. Crotch lift, not pile driver.
Very impressive performance. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
All right, we'll take a few more here from the media joining us virtually tonight. Dylan.
Hey there, Alex. I appreciate you making some time.
Yeah, Dylan, nice to hear from you.
I'm just curious because the ink was kind of mentioned there, and Bellator during your fight on their Twitter account just simply tweeted Arby's. What are your thoughts on that? It seems like this thing is picking up steam here. Maybe the sponsorship coming.
Hey man, if we're picking up steam, that's just more buzz getting to Arby's ears. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm hungry. Let's make something happen.
And also, what do you got to say to people at, out in Beloit there with the Rock Bar and Grill? What do you got to say to the people watching you fight?
Hey, man, if you guys are still at the Rock, make sure to grab a couple beers and raise them high. We got the W, bringing it back for Beloit.
Couple more here, Chris.
Hey, Alex, congratulations, the big win. Always great talking with you. So let me ask this. How nice is it, this kind of win where you had to come back? You lost the first round.
Mhm.
You win the second. It's guts. It's basically you're exhausted. He's exhausted. How much do you feel this helped you grow as a fighter? Because you had to just dig deep. It was not about skill. It's about heart, desire. You going, I need this win. I have to win. I'll do anything
Yeah.
it takes to win.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, it's always fun to get out there and throw one up for the highlight reel. But Grant Neal, like I said, tough opponent, really good wrestler, good counter striking. It's awesome to be able to get in there, blessed every day to go out into the ring and practice my craft. And Grant really pushed it. We're gonna celebrate tonight, grab a roast beef, grab a drink or two, and we'll be back at it. Watching film, seeing where we can get better for the next guy.
Last one here, Kobe.
Colby.
Hi, Alex. How's it going? Great fight, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So when you came out in round 2, you came out almost a completely different fighter. Your adjustments were just fantastic. Was it something your corner gave you, or was it just a key adjustment you yourself made?
If you're watching me out in the ring and you notice that I get better technically, you got to throw that out to the corner, man. I got a really great guys in my corner: Josh Sterry, Damian Decora, Kane Rizzo.
Nice.
They're relentless in making sure that I'm out there doing the right thing. And even, not even just during training camp, but out there on the fly. And you saw it. I'm able to keep standing and do the athletic stuff. But if there's something that looks technical and you realize, oh man, that was a smart move by Polizzi, it's all them guys.
Nice. Keep it up, buddy.
Thank you.
Actually, last one here, Valerie. Valerie, go ahead.
We lost Valerie.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi, congratulations.
thank you.
And yes, and on this fight here, what was your motivation? And now since you have won, what's next for you?
Motivation. I've said it before, but it's awesome just to be out there and to be able to press my skill and my competitiveness against other fighters like Grant Neal's caliber. I'm out there to have a good time, and finally got to well, not finally, but Grant Neal's a tough enough opponent that we were able to push it all the way to the end and get the most bang for our buck. Next time, I don't want to speak on opponents and rankings, but next time the goal is to make sure that we're given a full experience to you fans for 15 minutes. I know there was a couple time in that Grant Neal fight where things got a little slow, things weren't picking up, and there wasn't the same amount of violence that I like to promise to the fans. So next time we're pushing for the full 15. If there's enough time in there, I'm going to make sure that it's jam packed full of violence.
All right. Thanks for the time, Alex. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.